Robert here with WindRider. We frequently get asked, what is the difference between your different shirts and when should I get a Helios shirt versus a hooded Helios versus a Atoll versus the Sol Invictus. So wanted to spend a few minutes here going through kind of different features of the different shirts and why one might make sense versus the other. So our most common and most popular shirts are our Helios shirts. Just a great everyday sun shirt. UPF 50 protection, lightweight, breathable, 92% polyester, 8% elastane or spandex, so it has some little stretch and a little give, so just fits really well, moves with your body. And then the Helios obviously has some different design patterns just to kind of make them a little bit neater and interesting to look at. So the Helios also has the mesh on the sides, so for a little bit more breathability, and that's going to be up underneath the arm. And the same thing underneath the arm, there's going to be no seams under the arm, so if you're using them for paddling or other things, you're not going to get any chafage. Just what we call kind of a great all-purpose sun protection shirt. So these are going to be the same shirts. Obviously this shirt we just do in solid colors. If you're looking for something a little bit more simplistic, not quite as loud of a design, these are going to be great. But same thing, 92% polyester, 8% elastane, so it's got good stretch, good breathability, wicks moisture, will keep you cool in that heat. And then, same thing's got the mesh, but just in a little bit different design. If you're looking for something a little bit more understated, this is going to be a great shirt. Next one we go to is our Sol Invictus. So the Sol Invictus is going to be, I'll say, somewhat similar to the Helios in terms of it doesn't have a hood, doesn't have a gaiter like our other shirts, but the big difference is the whole back is actually mesh. So if you're looking for a shirt for hotter weather, for a little bit more breathability than what you're going to find in Helios, the Sol Invictus is the way to go. So, in this 85, 90, 95 degree heat with little wind, this is just going to have your best breathability. So you've got that whole back and underarms that are mesh. Otherwise, it's going to be the same UPF 50, so great sun protection. So just kind of depending on your need, this is going to be for your kind of hotter weather that's out there. Next, we're going to get to our hooded shirts. So we've got our hooded Helios and then our Atoll. So these are the shirts that's going to have the built-in hood and gaiter. So if you're out there in a lot of sun, fly fishing on salt flats, fly fishing on the river, you're getting a lot of both the rays coming down and things reflecting up. These are fantastic shirts. Same with kayaking, kind of anytime that you're out there and just getting a lot more sun exposure and you need a little bit more protection for your neck or your face, these are going to be great. So all of our shirts are UPF 50, stain resistant, antimicrobial, so you won't get too smelly. But these are going to be the shirts that you're going to want if kind of in more sun and need a little bit extra sun protection. And then our Atoll shirts are very similar to the hooded Helios. The big difference is we add a pocket on the back. So it's great if you're carrying a little fly box or just need a little bit of extra storage out there, your fishing license or something else like that. It's mesh on the pocket, so it's still going to be breathable. That added kind of area is not going to be adding too much heat, but just a convenient little pocket. And we put it specifically on the back, so if you're leaning over to pick up a fish or something like that, and you've got stuff in there, it's not hanging off and pulling off. It's going to be right there on your back. So that's part of the reason we put it there on your back. But it's got plenty of space for, even a pliers or something larger. So kind of a really convenient aspect. So depending on kind of your needs and uses, why one shirt might be a little bit better than the other. So if you need as much sun protection as possible, the hooded with gaiters are going to be your best bet. If you need as much breathability as possible because you're out in just extreme heat, the Sol Invictus is going to be your best bet. And then just kind of for your everyday sun protection, being out on the water, just generally being outside in all sorts of conditions, the Helios are just fantastic shirts for that.